It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. All right, so I'm going to continue my little voyage back, my little 6-mile voyage back home from the gym in the sweltering South Florida heat, and talk about Emmanuel Rodriguez, because I didn't make a post-fight review video, so I guess this will be like a half post-fight, half, you know, where does he go from here? So, as many of you know, Emmanuel Rodriguez won a very wide, unanimous decision over Melvin Lopez. You know, Melvin Lopez is a guy from down here in South Florida who I'm very familiar with. He took a loss about 4 years ago on a club show and was building his way back up to, you know, contention, and he did. I think he won like 7 fights in a row. I think with, I don't know how many knockouts, but he was in good form coming into the fight. But clearly, when you look at the resume and the guys he fought, gap in experience, gap in quality of opposition, and it really showed, because Melvin Lopez in the fight, he did some good things. Got a really good jab, actually. Got a very good jab, but and it can punch, but there was a serious unwillingness from him to sit there and trade with Emmanuel Rodriguez. And Emmanuel Rodriguez, who's not really known for his punching power, was able. He looked like he had Melvin Lopez scared and starstruck, and that's how Melvin fought. Emmanuel Rodriguez lit him up with combination after combination. He looked like $1 million, to be honest with you. It was one of the best performances of his career, and he's a world champion again. So it kind of goes to show you, right? A lot of people like to say, like, Naoya Inoue hasn't fought anybody, but to quote many of the Canelo fanboys, you know, shout out to the Canelo fans, you know, his resume is aging like fine wine. That's what all the Canelo fans say, that whenever one of the guys on Canelo's resume wins a fight after Canelo beats, they say, oh, his resume is aging like fine wine. So same thing here. Emmanuel Rodriguez was a world champion before he got knocked out by Naoya Inoue. He's once again a world champion after he got knocked out by Naoya Inoue. And as far as him in the division, like the other champions, you got Alex Santiago, who just beat Donaire. You got Jason Maloney, another former Inoue victim. And then you got Naoya Inoue's brother, Takuma Inoue, in the division. So there's some interesting fights out there for Emmanuel Rodriguez. And truth be told, the one I want to see is, I want to see him against Takuma Inoue, because I feel like that's the best storyline in the whole division. You know, Emmanuel Rodriguez got destroyed by the monster. He could fight his brother, who's good, a good technical fighter, but doesn't have that pop. You know, punching power skipped, you know, a generation, or one of the kids in the family when Takuma was born, but he was blessed with good boxing ability. So I feel like that's a more even fight. That's a more winnable fight for Emmanuel Rodriguez, and it'd be, you know, in a sense, a chance to get a little bit of, you know, revenge for getting knocked out in 2 rounds. Maloney would be a good fight, and then Santiago. You know, Santiago, I feel like he has like one of the more different styles in this division. He's a very, you know, aggressive fighter. Manny Rodriguez is more so known as a back foot boxer with good hand speed and a lot of amateur experience. So that would that'd be an interesting fight as well. So the bantamweight division is not blessed with a bunch of A+ fighters, but there's a lot of good, competent fighters, B-level guys, B-, B+ potential guys at best, and makes for a competitive division. It kind of reminds me of like maybe you could say it's like the 154 of the lower weight classes. So yeah, hell of a performance from Emmanuel Rodriguez. As far as Melvin Lopez, disappointed in him. Wanted to see a better performance. He's a Nicaraguan fighter. He spotted Roman Gonzalez, but he fights like in this fight he fought like a Cuban amateur. And I don't know what they're teaching him at the gym, and I'm not gonna say he should fire his team or whatever, but something wasn't right, and he needs to go back to the drawing board. So we'll see what happens with him in his career if he ever gets back to this level again. On the other parts of the undercard, Gary Anton Russell, he fought and he got a stoppage against Kent Cruz. Kent Cruz is you know, decent opponent, I guess. You know, a good stay busy fight for Gary Anton Russell. Beat the brakes off him. I think he stopped him. It was like 2 rounds. So I think for Gary Anton Russell, he should fight. Like I said in my video when I talked about it, I think he should fight Elvis Rodriguez or Brandon Lee. I think them three right there, Elvis Rodriguez, Brandon Lee, Gary Anton Russell, them three right there, they got to really go ahead and look at fighting each other, do a bit of a round robin of sorts. It's a good win for him. And then I think probably the highlight of the card, it wasn't the main event, it wasn't Gary Anton Russell, but the fight that stole the show was actually the opening fight on the telecast, and it featured one of PBC's top young prospects coming to you live and direct out of the DMV area, Trayvon Marshall. And I've been following Trayvon Marshall. He's a guy that's been getting some buzz in the boxing industry and from the PBC stable. And they put him in there with Gabriel Maestre. Now, Gabriel Maestre was under a lot of scrutiny because a lot of people in boxing, myself included, felt that he was the beneficiary of one of the worst gift decisions in the sport in 2021 when he beat Michael Fox, right? So, good fighter, Venezuelan Olympian, clearly had a great gap in experience, and it showed in a major way because this wasn't no fight. This wasn't no, what was supposed to be a step-up fight for Trayvon Marshall to get to the next level in boxing turned into the worst nightmare of his career. Gabriel Maestre showed him that he is not on that level yet, showed him that he does not have the experience to deal with a fighter of his caliber, and he beat the brakes off of him and stopped him in 2 rounds. So it's a hell of a win for Gabriel Maestre, who stated after the fight that he wants to fight the likes of like Imanta Stanionis, and I would like that fight because Stanionis went through a lot with Virgil Ortiz. Crawford has best probably have a rematch clause, so he can't get those fights. And Jaron Ennis, I don't know exactly what PBC is gonna do with him. So Maestre versus Stanionis, I think for Maestre would be a good step up and a good chance to really see what he can do on the elite level. Maybe even Maestre versus Mean Machine would be a good fight because Mean Machine's not a PBC fighter. So those are my thoughts on the card. Emmanuel Rodriguez is champion again. Inoue's resume is getting better. Bantamweight division has finally, the title picture in this weight class is finally filled out in the post-Inoue era. You got Manny Rodriguez, Jason Maloney, or is it Andrew? I can't remember which one it is, if it's Jason or Andrew. I think that one of the Maloneys is champion. Manny Rodriguez, Santiago, who beat Donaire, is champion, and Naoya Inoue's brother Takuma is champion. So a lot of interesting fights there. Gary Anton Russell, impressive performance again, maintains 100% knockout ratio, and Gabriel Maestre really puts a dent in the career of Trayvon Marshall, and Trayvon Marshall has to go rebuild now. So yeah, that's my take on PBC's card this weekend. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. The channel's growing. I'm very appreciative of all the support we're getting. And the best part about it is this has been the best year of my life so far. The most eventful year of my life, the most stressful year of my life, the best year of my life. And the best part is, I don't think the best part of the year has even happened yet. We still got a couple months left to go. So make sure you guys keep it locked and just, keep supporting the channel. So yeah, like I say in every single video, y'all can love me or you can hate me. But I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True Street Sports Empire. We're here at the Hantanaka Boxing Gym in Nagoya, Japan. And for more great videos just like this one, make sure you guys click right here.